Our president campaign, you need to be ready and start your office. Things are fine for, things are fine for, things are fine for. So please don't allow them to distract you. Don't allow them to distract you. Don't allow them to distract you.
Exhausted, but we're still going. I mean, we're here the whole day. I've been here since 8 a.m. and it's about past 3:30 Nigerian time, and the protest is still going on strong. I mean, this is the best time to be alive in Nigeria. I kid you not. I've seen so many young people, very energetic, not tired. Even those who are tired, are energized. There's water, there's food, there are ambulances, there are people who are on site to help you. I mean, I had, for a moment, my leg was cramped, and I got someone to help massage my feet. Like literally, anything you want. We've got even paramedics on standby. This is a great time to be
Okay.
alive in Nigeria. So I'm so excited. I'm almost at the loss for words.
Okay, so the protests have entered their second week now, day 9 of this situation. What feeling are you getting from protesters? Is it looking like it's going to abate at any point in time? Is it going to go down? How long do you think they're prepared to be out there?
Well, look, I've spoken to a lot of protesters. I've spoken to males, females, even the most fragile ones are saying, look, if it takes us to be here for 100 days, 3 months, 6 months, until the government decides to deal with the issues that we want them to deal with, we're going to stay. So there seems to be that resolution that, nothing is going to stop us from continuing. I spoke to a young lady who said she's been here 3 days, and at first that she was skeptical
Wow.
about coming out to be part of this process, but now she's really excited that she came out, and she doesn't think that she's going to stop until she sees that change. She's a young person from this country who's also experiencing, the problems that we're experiencing in this country. So look, people are not in any way trying or thinking in the direction of wanting to tweet. They know what they want, and they seem to be going for it.
Okay, so looking at that and looking at the fact that the Inspector General of Police has said that the police should not engage with the protesters, that it's Nigerians' right to protest. Also looking at the fact that he ordered the release of all detained protesters. They have said that they've ended SARS, even though they've brought about SWAT, and that has been roundly rejected by the protesters as well. What else do they want? Because there are many people who are saying that the continuation of this protest is unnecessary. The government has said that they're ready to meet their demands. So why are people still protesting? What else do they want?
Well, salute from the interviews I've done and the people I've spoken with. They don't just want the government to say they've ended SARS on paper. Now, that's because of precedent. Nigerians have had the presidency, the police command say, look, we have ended SARS or it's been disbanded. But then weeks, months later, these people go back into the streets and do the same thing that we were protesting against. So the Nigerians want to see an action plan and not just to disband it or say that this unit no longer exists. What happens to the men of this unit? Let's not forget, these are the people who are killing and maiming Nigerians, stealing our money, looting, doing all sorts of things. So Nigerians are saying, don't just disband. Let these men go through some form of psych evaluation, and before you get them back into the police force, those who have killed, those who have been marked as killers or people who have perpetrated injustices against
Mm.
Nigerians, make them face the full wrath of the law. Until then, we're going to continue to occupy the main streets, the highways. We're going to keep protesting. And I think I'm getting feelings that it's going to go beyond that, because Nigerians are also looking at this opportunity as one that they could use to change the narrative for this country, to ask for good government, for accountability, to kick out corruption. So I think this is going to snowball into bigger and better demands in the coming days.
Okay. Okay. So that being said, now, do we think that this protest? Okay, so you said that protesters themselves feel like this could lead to bigger and better demands or better Nigeria in the context of all things. So as you're watching this, I'm hearing sounds in the background. What's exactly going on right now? The noise in the background is really quiet. So what are they doing right now?
I didn't get that question. Can you say that again?
So So I was asking you what in particular is happening right now behind you because it seems to be very active right now.
Yeah, so I think about what the guys who are on stage do is to hype up the crowd, remind us of why we're here, hence the NSAS, the
Mm,
NSLAS, what do we want, and they'll say we want good government, what do we want, good police welfare, what do we want it to end SARS, we want it to stop police brutality. So they're hyping the crowd right now. They're asking the people, who are we, why are we here?
mm,
So then we also the stage saying, just to make the crowd we've been here since 8 a.m. Some people will be
mm,
tired, some people will be this is just to boost the morale of the people who are here, just to keep them. And Nigerians, we always find a way to, laugh at stuff, even when we are going through
mm.
the most. And so that's what the comedian Akororo is doing right now. He's saying all the people who killed young Nigerians because they thought that we were Yahoo boys just by fire. It's just a thing that we do here in Nigeria.
Yeah, that's a very Nigerian thing. So are you surprised by the level of organization that this leaderless movement has? We've seen, I think at this point it should be close to maybe 18 or 19 million naira that's been raised by one of the organizations. We've seen ambulances dispatched to the location of the protest in terms of being preempted by into people's thinking. We've also, of course, seen private security yesterday. Private security was just yesterday there have been some skirmishes. So private security is deployed. You've seen schools, you've seen medical supplies, you've seen rentals on the ground. Are you surprised at the level of organization?
Well, I was afraid that, if we were leaderless, knowing how we used to be, that it would go in different directions. But this has been the best thing that has happened so far to Nigerian youth, where there is no leader who is biased, who might probably be dragging us in a particular direction. Everybody is a leader, and that's what they keep telling everyone here. We're all leaders. We are all here for the same purpose. So there's a unity of purpose. There's no misdirection. Everybody has their eyes on the prize, and the prize is to reform the police force and let those people who have killed, who have maimed, who have done wrong to Nigerians face the full wrath of the law. It's a great legalist movement, the best that we have seen happen in Nigeria. I mean, we've seen protests from the 1960s all the way down to where we are today, but there is nothing compared to what we have today. And guess what? There is no leader, there is no faces, we are all the faces of this particular protest. Amazing time to live in. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. I'm not sure I heard that question, but I don't know if you were talking about our representative. Is that what you were talking about? Well, first things first, Nigerian young people have said we don't want politicians on the stage. We don't want any politicians, being part of this movement. Well, if they want to do something for us, they can do it on the floor of the National Assembly. I said this morning, I saw some clips of members of the House of Representatives deliberating on the issue of NSARS. Now, I do not know where they ended because I didn't watch the whole session to the end. But of course, they are having debates on this issue. Hopefully, this debate will be in the best interest of our young people. But as we speak, every politician that has showed up to this protest, wherever, they have been turned back. The only politicians who have been allowed to address the crowd at some point was here in Lagos State the very first time, which was the governor of Lagos State. And before that, he was booed before the crowd even let him speak. The other politician who was allowed to speak was also the governor of River State, and that was because initially he had said there was not going to be a protest in River State, and the people were angry, still came out for the protest, but they've wanted to hear him speak. He was also booed, but I mean, it's an unwritten rule for this protest. No politician allowed on the stage, no politician allowed to address us because we do not want them to take over and make it about themselves.
We know the team. We know the training of all we want is competition.
Well, I have a techpreneur standing next to me here. I spoke to him earlier on for News Central TV, but I would like to speak to him again. Yinka is a techpreneur. He's one of those faces. Can you come into the shot? He's one of those faces. The SARS guys would always go after guys who carry laptops, who carry iPhones. If you carry a dreadlock or you have a tattoo on your body, you just have a nice car, or you have a beard, like full set of bears. They come after you. So he's more like an example of the kind of people that these police officers were after. And he had a lot to say when I spoke to him. So Yinka, thank you very much for joining us on Hab News. Tell us why you really are here and protesting.
Name is Muiwa, actually.
Muiwa.
Yes. I mean, so for me,
you just have to use that.
what is really important is the fact that there is a major abuse of power in Nigeria that we need to address. It's not just SARS, it's in almost every government parastatal you go to. It's in almost every institution in Nigeria you go to. Everybody is power drunk. Because people forget that when you're in civil service, you're a civil servant. You're serving us. My taxes pay for salaries. I am the one paying the police. I pay the police to protect me, not to kill me. And then every night when I am at home and I get a phone call from a developer or from somebody in my office, I am worried that a SARS official has harassed them. I might not even be a very perfect example of the people that they stop because I don't carry dreads, but there's nothing wrong with that. If you have dreads, if you have tattoos, that is your business. It's not because you carry a laptop or you drive a Mercedes. For all you care, I work hard for that money. It's not my fault that Naira is 400 and something, and somebody somewhere around the world decides to pay me 10K. But there's something wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with being a tech person. There's nothing wrong with carrying dreads. There's nothing wrong with wearing tattoos. We just need to understand that the abuse of power is too much.
I wanna ask. Don't you think society set the pace for this kind of thing to happen? Because some people will if I bring up home to you and that. So don't you think society must have set the pace?
Absolutely, I agree. So everyone is a sum of their exposure, their education, and their environment. The environment that we have been in has created that type of impression. It's the environment we grew up in where they will tell you you're a Yoruba person, you can marry Igbo, or you're Hausa, you can marry Yoruba, or you're someplace, you can marry some other place. You find people within the same state from different villages and they will tell you you can't marry yourself. We keep dividing ourselves by ethnic lines, dividing ourselves by religious lines, forgetting that first the most important thing is we are Nigerians. First, we are Nigerians before anything else. And we all use the same roads, we all use the same water, we all use the same electricity, irrespective of where we're from. We are. And that is the important thing that the government needs to consider. We need to stop dividing people by these lines and resolve issues. For me, what is important with this process is we need to get it to a close. We need to get it to a point where to track with the government. These are the things that have been agreed, and this is the plan, and this is where we are. Accountability is everything. What doesn't get measured never gets achieved.
Okay. Muiwa, I want to ask you a quick question. Muiwa, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay. So there's been a bit of controversy on social media today. Some people are suggesting that some of the excess money raised by donations for the NCAS protest actually being... Okay, let me try. Okay, is this better? This is a live situation, so we'll deal with it. So there's been a bit of controversy on social media today, and there was a suggestion floating around that some of the excess money raised by donations for the NSARS protest be donated to help renovate police stations and things like that. Some are saying that people should help protest against low wages for the police officers and things like that. Muiwa, what do you think about that? Because there are those who also say there are many people who are poorly paid in Nigeria, but these are the only people who carry guns. So just because they're carrying guns doesn't give them license to kill people. What do you think about this added call by some people to also focus some of that attention and money on the police?
Wow, I'm not sure I heard that question. And the question was for you. So, look, I'm not sure we heard the question. It was very, very, very loud
Oh wow.
here, so we couldn't hear that
Okay, can
question.
I try one more time?
But you were asking me about. Okay, all right.
Yes, I was asking. Okay, so it's alive. Anyway, so people are saying that some of the money raised through donations to the NSARS protest, should be used to renovate police barracks or police colleges or whatever. What do you think about that? Those asking that police should be given consideration in this situation.
So you're saying some of the donations, you're saying some of the donations for NSAS is going to the police?
That's a suggestion that's been floated on social media. Marianne, we've lost you. I can't hear you. No sound there. Okay, having some problems with your sound. Okay, you're back now. Yes,
Apologies.
no problem.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we couldn't hear you. It's really noisy here. But I'm going to thank Maria for talking to us. We'll have to let him go. It's difficult for me to hear you. But hopefully, you and I can keep having that banter.
No problem. Thank you very much, Mira. Thank you.
Thank you, Mira. Thank you.
So I've lost Marianne. I don't know if you can hear me. I've lost the audio again. Okay, it's back now. So I know there's a video plan. There's a video plan for tonight. Do you know what the plans for tonight are?
There's a Google plan, too.
No, there's a visual plan for tonight. Do you know what other plans are there for tonight?
It's really loud here. Very difficult for us to hear you.
Okay, so don't worry, Marianne. Thank you very much. I know it's a really loud situation. We'll continue to bring as much content or as much news as we can from the protest as well. Thank you very much, Marianne.
Thank you so much. Day 9. Let's look forward to day 10 and all the days that are coming. Thank you for speaking with us, Lulu.
All right, thank you. So that has been HAP verified journalist Marianne Okon. She's live. She's still there at one of the major protest sites in Lagos, in Nigeria particularly, and that's the Lekki side of things, the Lekki toll gate. Protests have entered day 9 now, second week of the protest. Millions of naira in the double digits has been raised. The movement says they do not have any leader, so they are definitely not part. There's nobody who's been sent to represent them with the government. So no one should look to speak for them. So they said that no one has been sent to represent them with government. No one should speak with them or speak for them, as it may be. What else? So they've raised money and they've been able to pay medical bills for some protesters that have been injured, even individuals that are not protesters. I think it was 2 days ago. There was some ruckus or some violence that was taken to the protesters. Protesters have been very, very peaceful. The protests have been peaceful. But what we have been hearing is that armed thugs who apparently have been paid by some people unhappy with the protest have attempted to disrupt the protest in Abuja and Lagos as well. So in the course of disrupting this protest and attacking protesters in Abuja on Wednesday, some cars were badly damaged. So I know some of the money has gone to repairing cars. People have volunteered to help to repair cars. Money has gone to those who have hospital bills to pay as a result of this as well. Food has been constant, basically breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Medical supplies and ambulances are on ground. They have also successfully gotten private security for themselves, seeing as there were attacks on Wednesday and then attacks early on Thursday morning. So private security was dispersed to as many areas across the country as had protests. And this came from the donations. And that's what a lot of people really do find interesting. A leader that has a movement that has no visible leader, no individual or group of individuals sitting and saying, this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do it, has been able to raise money and still organize itself in this manner. So tonight is expected to be a vigil for those who have lost their lives. I think it begins around 7 o'clock Nigerian time. So there's meant to be a vigil. Hearing reports that mothers are meant to protest tomorrow in one of the areas where protests are happening. Finally, the police officers who arrested and assaulted some of the young protesters earlier this week have been named by the state government, and they've been taken to orderly room trials. But people are saying they want to see their pictures. They want to see them paraded on TV the same way the police tend to parade criminals. And they want the trials to be effective prosecutions, not simply just police orderly room trials. So there is a lot of conversation around the EndSARS protests. But if you want to know more, just follow the hashtag EndSARS. There's also a hashtag EndSWAT. And SWAT came into it because the head of the police earlier this week, or in the middle of last week, rather towards the weekend, said that they were ending SARS, and in a week they would start SWAT. And people were asking questions as to who are the officers who would make SWAT? Why do you need to start another division immediately? Why not let reforms kick in? So end SWAT is also trending. We also have SARS must go trending, SARS must end trending as well. So if you even just type in SARS, you'll get as much information as possible that protesters are putting out there. There's pictures, there's videos, interviews. You can also follow the company, the news media I work with at News Central TV on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course we have reporters across trying to cover this story as in many ways as possible. So that's just as much as we can take, or as I can take right now, because I'd rather really have us live on the scene. But that's what is happening right now in Nigeria. Hacktivist group Anonymous has gotten in on this game, as we might say. They apparently have hacked the Twitter account of our National Broadcasting Commission, and that's the agency that sort of controls radio and TV stations, that oversees and regulates radio and TV stations. They were asking Nigerians to tell them what other government entities they would like them to hack, and they had released a statement video yesterday saying that Nigeria's government had 72 hours. So they hacked, and they seem to have hacked a few today. And we saw Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, also throwing his support behind the EndSARS movement, as well as highlighting a particular coalition that has been raising money and helping to get that money dispersed to those who need it. Okay, so we'll continue to bring you stories. You can follow Mary Ann, you can follow myself. A number of Nigerian journalists here on HAPS are doing as much as they can about this and highlighting the atrocities of the group known as SARS, and by extension the Nigerian police, the police force, sadly. That's it for now, and that's it from me. My name is Tolulope Adilere Balogun. Of course, I'm in Lagos, Nigeria. Follow me on HAPS at Tolulope AB, and do have a great day. We'll have more conversation.